right. Peace and love, beautiful people. We are here today again to bring some clarity. Like, clearly I've been sipping a little bit of coffee for those of you who cannot see, but it's not just the coffee. I'm really excited because the more I'm able to teach people the things that I teach them, the less time, effort, and energy that's being put towards all these other systems that are just really distractions, or they're not as accurate. So while you have me here, I want to make sure that I am able to pour into you the things that you need to get the clarity, to get in the right direction that you need to be in. Like, what am I saying? First and foremost, let me know if you can hear me, because I don't know. This is a new angle. I'm using the phone. If you can hear me, let me know. Let's start that. Let's see. All right, so peace and love, beautiful people. I wanted to come through and I wanted to just bring some clarity towards something that this is something a lot of people don't quite get. And when they don't get it, they spend a lot of time, effort, and energy kind of wasted, because in order to get the health that you want, in order to get the life that you want, you can't force, right? Everybody has cultivated this mindset to where, okay, if I need to heal, I need to get the herbs, I need to eat this food, I need to do these things. When that entire approach and that entire philosophy is based upon you trying to get something outside of you, you focusing on things outside of you. The shift that I'm trying to help each and every person understand is that the things that you create from inside of you take far more precedence and are far more important than you trying to eat healthier food and you trying to forcefully take a lot of bitter, nasty tasting herbs down your throat, right? And that's not to say they don't have a place. But if we're doing things in the order of importance, if we're doing things in the order of this comes first, this comes second, the thing that has to come first is you being able to eliminate the waste from your body. The problem is that everybody, when they say, oh, you got to clean the blood and move your lymphatic system, they're trying to send you to some teas, they're trying to send you to some herbs, when they need to be sending you to somebody to teach you how to breathe. There's so much people that have come to me after spending $5,000 on certain people's packages, and they come to me and they say, oh, I still have the problem. And the first thing I do is I tell them, hey, take a deep breath. And when they take a deep breath, they show me that they don't even know how to breathe. And when they tell me what water they've been drinking, they've still been drinking spring water, which has pesticides. So more and more, I want to reinforce these 4 principles that everybody just has to have. What are they? If you guys have been following me for a while, then you know, but I'm going to give more body to it. You need to learn how to breathe. Full diaphragm breathing. That is where you take 75% of the breath in through the nose. It goes in the stomach. 25% in through the mouth. And exhale. Not every breath has to be that forceful, but the process of breathing in through the nose and breathing in through the mouth and exhaling, that has to be learned. The process of moving your body in a way to where the fascia and the joints can get lubricated. The process of knowing which spots to engage, right? Here, here, here. 6 big lymph spots in your body that need to be engaged. What else needs to be done? Proper hydration. You need to understand that the best water on planet Earth is distilled water. You need to understand why. It's not enough for you to just listen to people that's telling you, drink alkaline. What's most important is you understanding what that is, right? So you need to learn how to drink distilled water, enhance it with some vitamin C, and if you really want the cherry on top, then you put some ormus in there. You need to understand this is the most important one, right? So you have breathing, drinking water, moving, and the last one is feeling. You need to learn how to make you have to learn how to make your brain work for you. That's what everybody's problem is. That's why weight loss programs don't work. That's why people who want to get on disease reversal protocols, they'll get the results, but ultimately they'll go back to having the same problem. Because disease isn't rooted in your daily activities. The disease manifests from the emotions that you've internalized, from the negative belief systems, from the negative traumas. Those are the things that determine which part of your body is going to have a weakness and which disease is going to manifest. So, does anybody have any questions? While you have me here, just ask the questions. Your questions is what allows me to guide the conversation. I don't know anything until you ask me a question, and please be sure to be detailed. The detail in the question helps me make it more specific to you. Okay? So let me see what's going on here. You know, a lot of y'all have become accustomed to people preaching to you, you know, versus having a round circle where all of us can talk, right? There's no, I'm above you. I know more about health than most people, even the practitioners that you listen to. Some of them come to me and they say, well, you know so much. You know, giving people what they expect, you know, you got to kind of do that before you can lead them to where you need them to be. So this is me meeting y'all halfway. Quick question, ask, please. While I sip on my delicioso café. What's that? Herbs with Sparks, what's your question? Until someone asks me a question, I want to talk about the pink elephant in the room. Oh, okay, there we go. If I use, the question is, if I use Dr. Sebi's info to heal my infection, does that conflict with your teachings? No. What most people need to understand about Dr. Sebi is that Dr. Sebi led with hydration therapy. Dr. Sebi was about drinking water and doing fasting so that your body can naturally flush itself through the process of autophagy. Dr. Sebi was never just take these herbs and eat this food. That's not what Dr. Sebi preached. If he was still alive today, he would have everybody on mushrooms in a different environment so that they can see themselves and feel themselves differently, to let the feeling guide them to eating less and letting the body heal itself. Dr. Sebi was not about alkaline foods like that. Let me clear this up. Dr. Sebi made a list of foods that were the least harmful, and he called those foods alkaline foods. But alkaline foods doesn't always mean healthy. Do you know how much women are still eating chickpeas when they already have too much estrogens, and chickpeas literally spike estrogen in the body? And they don't even know that because it's on a Dr. Sebi alkaline food list? It's the details. Dr. Sebi was amazing for what he did. But at the end of the day, that was 30 years ago. That we can't use an outdated rubric for an environment that's different now. We went from having 2G to 3G to 4G to 5G, and now there's 6G. And there will be 7G and 8G. The more radiation that we have in the environment, the more things we're going to have to do for our body to heal itself. The reason why there's so much people now that's doing all of this herbs and this food and they're still not being healed is because they don't know the other side. They don't know the most important things that they need to be working on. And because of that, they're taking herbs and they're eating healthier foods, but the waste that's inside of them is not able to be flushed out efficiently. That's what's happening right now. You know how much people go to eating right, juicing, and they're doing the things that they need to do, but they still have fat that they're trying to get rid of? That's because they don't know how to eliminate the waste from their body. Fat is waste. Right? For all of you who don't know, yes, I help people reverse chronic illnesses and acute symptoms. But my thing is to help y'all get this first foundation. I need y'all to learn how to eliminate waste from the body. The side effect is weight loss, period. That's how it works. If you learn how to do these simple activities that just take 20 minutes a day, then you're automatically going to be able to lose 15 to 40 pounds of waste or fat or whatever you want to call it, right? What's the best daily breathing technique to relieve pain out of the body? Excellent question. The best breathing technique to relieve pain from the body is the technique that allows your nervous system to relax. It's done like this. You're going to breathe in for 4 seconds through the nose, hold for 1, exhale for 6. When you exhale longer than you inhale, you release more carbon dioxide, and as a result, the body holds on to more oxygen. As a result, with more oxygen inside the tissues, the nerves relax. As the nerves relax more and more oxygen is able to get in, the vagus nerve is able to open, and as a result, you're going to feel like you did a whole yoga class by just learning how to do that breath. That's the number one breath that you want to use. Great question. I want to make an appointment at healing. I want to make an apartment a healing home. It's difficult getting decent saunas at essential oils. All right, so let me put it this way. If you want to make your house your healing spa or your healing chamber or your healing home, whatever you want to call it, the things that you want to incorporate are simple. I have a whole breakdown about this. It's funny you asked that question because I designed a whole business around it. You know, the right water, what to put in the environment so you can restructure the radiation in the room. You want to get orgone generators. You want to get essential oil diffusers. You want to get things that increase the negative ions like the Himalayan salt lamps. Like you could put orgone, but better than orgone are orgone generators that emit a field. And if you put that field in a pyramid, it literally emanates for miles, right? There's a guy on YouTube that showed he turned on these orgone generators and he literally cleared the sky around him. That's part of the reason why there've been less hurricanes to hit Florida, but I'm not going to get too deep on that. Don't worry about the saunas. If you can't get a sauna, all you have to do is get 2 infrared lights. Go to Amazon.com and go type in red light 250 watts. You can get 2 of those, put them in a light fixture, and if you turn those on, you will cook. If you put them in a closet, then that closet now becomes your sauna. The other thing that you really want to do is use what's called ultrasound therapy. I'm not going to give all the sauce. If you want this, join the Self-Healing Blueprint. I can show you how to turn your bed into a vibration therapy center, to where when you can lay down on your bed, you put on these binaural beats and these frequencies and your whole bed vibrates to 40 hertz, making you feel like you're levitating off of the ground. That's the fancy stuff. The fancy stuff is later. What you need to know more than that, brother, Herbs with Sparks, because you were asking me questions about Dr. Sebi. What you need to know that's even more important than tweaking your house with all the technology is how to activate your innate technology. How do you use your body? How do you program your mind so that the 60,000 thoughts that you think, they're not 90% negative or 90% repeats of the things that you've done before? How do you switch it so that now the thoughts, the beliefs, and the activities that you're doing are in alignment with the person that you want to be and the life you want to live, so that your cells are responding to those emotions and those thoughts that you're thinking? That's what you need to learn how to cultivate more than, focusing again on the external. You need to cultivate your ability to build this so that this is constantly secreting oxytocin, constantly secreting dopamine from the person that you want to be and the goal that you want to have. And as a result, you're feeling better, you're feeling stronger, you're not forcing, trying to fight and put, a whole bunch of salads down your throat or spending time juicing, which I never recommend for anybody. Juicing is completely outdated and ridiculous time. It's a ridiculous investment of time and money. You want to juice? You want to get some green? Buy some greens, wash them out, put them in a Vitamix blender and strain out the fiber, if you're going to do that. But separating the juice or the vegetable from the fiber that comes with it is crazy, insane. You don't even need that. Anyway, let me keep it moving. Doctors seem to save lives in emergency room and surgical work. Would you say modern medicine has its place? Absolutely, brother. So I'm the only practitioner, or one of the only practitioners, that will constantly tell people to go to your doctor. if you have a situation where your body's in constant pain, I need you to not be in such debilitating pain that you cannot think. Those nerves always giving off those signals that has your body secreting cortisol is just as bad. What's up, homie? All right, that's the honeybees, man. The honeybees know where it's at. But yeah, medical is very important. Having a balanced, holistic approach between knowing when you need medical intervention and knowing how to integrate it or use it or switch to allopathic, holistic, is very important. There's some cases that I've dealt with where people are dealing with stage 3, stage 4 cancer, where people need, you hear me? They need to have the chemotherapy while they replenish themselves with the allopathic. You can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. There's a helicopter. Let's let that pass. Peace, my brother. Brother DJ. Let's let that pass. So, you said, so herbs with sparks, I want to highly recommend, I really want to highly recommend that you join the Self-Healing Blueprint, because you asked me about Dr. Sebi, you asked me about a healing center, and now you asked me about CBD oil. And you made some strong CBD oil. Any good ways to use it? Absolutely. There's tons of ways you can use CBD oil, but do you need it? All right. You can put the CBD oil in a body butter. You can put the CBD oil in. You can put the CBD oil in under your tongue. Bro, understanding what CBD is essential to determine whether or not you need it. If you want to relax the nervous system, you can take CBD oil. But the thing about the CBD oil that I like and I don't like is you don't want to create a dependency around anything, right? And sometimes, just like the THC, people can become addicted to using the CBD oil to induce that state. And now they depend on it, so without it, they can't operate with it. So CBD oil has a number of benefits. I would recommend using it topically versus using it internally. But again, it's all preference, right? Some people can blend it with mullein and they want to smoke it, right? Because that's a healthier alternative to smoking the marijuana, which kind of has too much of the psychoactive nature, which pulls you into different places and spaces and doesn't really allow you to be present unless you learn how to use it for that intent. All right? So let's see. There was a while ago you had a family member with cancer when you realized that when I did the live on cancer. Did I ever help her recover? Everybody that is able to, yes. So the short answer is my cousin. Can you guys hear me? Because there are a lot of planes flying above me. Can you hear me? I want to answer the question, but I don't want to answer it in a way where you guys can't hear me. So, yes, I helped her. I gave her everything that I can, but some people come into this world and they have to deal with what they deal with. My cousin is a testimonial to the world that regardless to having sickle cell anemia for her entire life, you know, she's in her 60s now, still alive, because she lives off of gratitude. She's an amazing soul. She is an amazing woman. You know, she's had sickle cell anemia her whole life, and it was rooted in trauma, terrible trauma from childhood. But she's still alive because every day she wakes up and she chooses to feel gratitude. She chooses to live with purpose. She's amazing. You know, she's going to be a testimonial to all the little girls who've suffered from sexual abuse in their childhood. And she's going to show them that it doesn't matter what you've gone through, you know, you can be happy. And I'm honored to be related to her, you know. Milagros. Milagros Romero. I love you, cuz. Someone says, I recently visited a traditional Chinese medical doctor. They gave me teas to drink for about a month, but the taste is so bitter, I really don't enjoy drinking them. I need you to get this. If you are someone that is taking herbal medicine and you don't enjoy taking the herbal medicine, the disdain and the discomfort and the disgust that is it sparked every time it touches your tongue changes the way that your body's actually going to absorb those minerals. There are some cases, if you have the teas, it's probably better for you to get it into a powder form and take the capsules. Whether or not you take an herb in tea or whether or not you take an herb in powder form, they're still getting in your body and doing what they need to do. That's the reason why I have more herbal capsules. That's the reason why so much people can't do the herbal regimens that very, very, very popular herbalists have. It's disgusting, and the disgust makes your body and your mind want to push it away, reject it. When you go to take your herbs, it's a stressful thing, not something that you want to do. Ease and convenience should lead the way in your herbal regimen. That's why I have herbal capsules, and my teas actually taste good. Right? So if you can't enjoy the process of what you're doing, then you're defeating the point. You're not getting what you need because in the process, your nervous system isn't able to relax. It's tense. It doesn't want to do it, right? It's like a child that goes to the doctor and they're trying to give the child a shot. I was one of those children that was like, ugh, ugh. You know, a needle going into me was terrifying. The needle going into my body created more toxicity than the actual medicine that they were injecting to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? The emotion is more potent than the physical things that you're taking. I'm going to say that again. In the game of healing, your feelings weigh more than the herbs that you're taking and the food that you're eating. We mix this up. That's the reason why everybody, 70% of Americans are either overweight or obese because they're emotionally constipated. And you need to cultivate a lifestyle that allows you to release that emotional constipation. That's why you have to learn how to do the effortless weight loss protocol. You have to learn what I'm teaching y'all. 8 minutes in the morning, 8 minutes in the evening, little things throughout the day when you're drinking your water, and your body naturally releases 15 to 40 pounds of waste or fat. It's the number one thing. And more people are going to start doing it. And as more people do it, any regimen that you do, the results that you get are going to be more pronounced. You're going to have lasting results versus just temporary fixes. You don't have to depend on juicing. You don't have to depend on an alkaline diet. You don't have to depend on overpriced herbs from overhyped practitioners. You know, I'm petty. That's my nature a little bit. But for real, you know, $2,500 for a set of herbs is insane when you should be learning how to use your breath, how to use your body. You should be investing that in a coach that's going to get on the live with you and help you do some psychosomatic therapy to use this to heal the rest of your body. Not on a herb. You know, I'm about efficiency. My goal in everything that I teach you or teach others or guide another person with is to give you the most potent things that help you get the biggest result with the smallest amount of energy investment. If it's not doing that, I'm not going to do it because then it's wasting your time. I'm not here to just sell people something. I'm not here to give you something that, you know, that's a quick fix. A lot of people are looking for that, but then they end up coming right back to me because this very small box of holistic approach where you focus on food and herbs don't work. It don't work to give you the deep lasting results that you really need. So, all of that. Thank you for the question. Would you say the lack of testimonials practitioners have is due to the patient's inability to follow through? Absolutely. Y'all, I've been doing this for a very, very long time. And that's the reason why you see me lead with more mindset. Because the people that come to me, they'll throw me money to be the coach. And then they come in and they can't be consistent on just basic breathing and drinking water. Why is that? Because the negativity, the negative beliefs that they have, the negative self-image that they've cultivated is more powerful than the identity of the person they want to be, than the goal that they want to reach. The pain that they feel in the moment is leading them more than the joy and the satisfaction and the bliss of the future outcome that they want. So my goal and my journey took me to learning how can I help those people get past those mental blocks. And what I found was psychosomatic therapy, the practice that I lead everybody through inside the self-healing blueprint. How to get past this, how to make your mind your ally versus your enemy. I show you. If you can learn how to create a clear vision, if you can learn how to feel something and you can point to where you feel it in your body, you can change it. It's just that simple. If you can feel it and you can reveal it, then you can heal it. Period. If you can feel what you want to feel and find where on your body it's stored, I can guide you to interact with that feeling to make it as big as the universe and let you wear it like a shield throughout the day. But that's therapy. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Damper, if you watch my story and you saw something called shilling oil, join the self-healing blueprint. I give you the links to where to get it. It's the best thing on planet Earth for icy hot therapy. If I take shilling oil and I put it on my muscles and I go inside of a piping hot sauna, it feels like I'm freezing inside the sauna. And then when I come out, it's like I'm in a refrigerator. So I get the hot cold therapy on an every other day basis without having to dip myself in a bucket of ice. You don't have to dip yourself in a bucket of ice. All you need to do is know how to get the right oil and mix it with the right carrier oil to then get the same effect on your entire body. Again, there's a popular way to do things, and then there's a less popular way to do things, or a less known way to do things. If you follow the masses, then you're always going to do something less efficiently. Because once something has become popularized, it loses the essence of what it was. It's now made popular to fit a certain, digestibility variable. I hope that makes sense. I know I sometimes use bigger words, I'm learning how to make it at third grade level. Let's see. Drinking your herbs helps to absorb better faster when you also are healing the teeth and gums. That's why I use teas and tinctures. That's true. If the water with the minerals is passing through the teeth and the gums, then the teeth and the gums are getting a benefit. But I'll tell you this, the benefit that you're drinking the teas for, you should just chew clove. If you just chew clove once a day, maybe combine it with some oil pulling, there's no need to do that. If you like the aroma of the herbs and the aroma of the herbs adds to the experience, then do the teas. That's why I like to do teas, because I like to sit back and smell the aroma, feel it, taste it, touch it. That's just my preference. What is plasma and what does it do for the body? Most of your body is plasma. I used to donate my plasma for money a few months ago. That's real. I have a friend that did the same thing. Plasma is the element that's included in the blood. It's basically structured water on steroids. It's water with proteins binding to it. That's what plasma is. Most of our body is plasma. That's what structured water really is. If you want more info on that, you can go to Gerald Pollock on YouTube. Just type in the fourth phase of water, and he explains what water is in its plasma state. You can get a whole breakdown on it. Plasma in our body is the reason why when light touches our skin, energy is manufactured as a byproduct. It's really cool stuff. Really, really, really cool science. That's why you need light in order to be healed. If you don't have light, then your body does not operate efficiently because it cannot create energy. That's the reason why you feel the way you do during spring and summer versus the way you do during the fall and winter. Light is the battery. That's the reason why during the summer, you need the UVB and the infrared lights in your home so that your body can maintain optimal health. If you don't know what that is, that's just another reason why you need to join the Self-Healing Blueprint. I guide people through this stuff. You get me on the live stream once a week. If you're an Inner Circle member, twice a week. But you don't need me more than once a week. It's all listed. It's outlined for you. Anyway, let me keep it moving. Instagram threw me out. Could you repeat what you said? Absolutely not. I don't even know what I said. But if you want to listen to it, these lives that I'm doing, They will be on YouTube. So if you ever want to rewatch it and ask questions on any of the lives that I'm here, if you miss something, you can watch the same lives on YouTube, and then you can type your questions in and I'll respond to them when I get to them. But either way, fam, I'm going to be closing out today. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who showed up to learn, to probably get a bit more clarity so that you can go in the right direction that you need. Remember, it's not about the speed, right? Speed doesn't matter if you're going in the wrong direction. So when it comes to your health, you want to make sure that you're not going in the wrong direction, listening to people that are continually telling you to eat alkaline foods and take herbs. Like, that's good, but always remember the main focus is the big four: moving your body, drinking your water, breathing, and making sure that you know how to feel the things that you want to feel when you're doing the moving, when you're doing the breathing, and when you're drinking your water. That way, your body works in harmony with everything else that you want to add to it. Because without a relaxed nervous system, without a mind that can clearly identify who you are and where you want to go, you will never reach the destination that you want, which is to have a healthy, happy life. A healthy, happy life is an outcome. It is a result of you getting in alignment first here so that it reflects on your physical day-to-day activities. All right, so I love y'all. I will see y'all on the next live. If you want notifications as for my lives, then you could get the bundle, comment anywhere. I have a free self-healing bundle that you can download and begin to dive into the books that I read to get to where I'm at right now. I give that to y'all for free. There's tons of resources in the free stuff. So don't sleep on it, right? If you're one of those people that come to me and you guys are really hurting, like my brother that was donating plasma, my door is not closed. I want everybody to learn the highest levels of self-healing so that they can become healthier, happier people. So get the free stuff. And if you can, then join the self-healing blueprint. It's still just $22 a month, right? It's going to go up, but right now it's still super, super affordable. So I love y'all. Have a great one. Peace and one love.